Welcome back to USA News Hub. Here, we bring you the latest updates, highlights, and breaking news from the world of sports. Stay tuned as we dive into today's top stories and key moments you don't want to miss. Breaking news: Purdue makes history as they claim the top spot in the preseason AP Top 25 poll. Find out how they did it and what this means for college basketball fans everywhere. Purdue tops preseason AP Top 25 poll for first time. Ahead of Houston and reigning NCAA champ Florida, Purdue is number one in the preseason Associated Press Top 25 college basketball poll for the first time. The Boilermakers earned 35 of 61 first-place votes to top the poll to begin the 2025-26 season. That put Matt Painter's squad ahead of the two teams that played in last year's NCAA title game, with runner-up Houston at number 2 and reigning champion Florida at number 3. We are obviously excited to get the season going, and being ranked number 1 in the preseason is a great indicator of what we feel this team can accomplish, Painter said. But the goal is to be number 1 at the end of the year. We're thrilled that people think this highly of our team, but there is a long ways to go and a lot of work to do to reach that goal in April. Purdue started a year ranked as high as number 2 once before, in 1987-88 under Gene Keady. It's another milestone for Painter, the former Keady player who has built his own successful program that is still looking for its NCAA title breakthrough as he enters his 21st season. Purdue never had been ranked number 1 in any AP poll before the 2021-22 season, which marked the first of 3 straight seasons in which the Boilermakers have reached the top. The last was during the 2023-24 season behind two-time AP National Player of the Year Zach Edey in a run all the way to the national title game. The Boilermakers reached last year's Sweet 16 before falling to Houston on a last-second basket, but they return a first-team AP All-American in point guard Braden Smith, scoring leader Trey Kaufman-Renn, 20.1, and veteran guard Fletcher Loyer. The top tier. Kelvin Sampson's Cougars earned 16 first-place votes to match the program's best-ever preseason AP ranking after last year's finals run. The other number 2 appearance was by the 1967-68 team led by Elvin Hayes. Todd Golden's Gators earned 8 first-place votes to start this year with their highest preseason ranking since the last time they entered a year as reigning champions in 2006-2007. The start of a run to a second straight title. UConn was next at number 4 and earned the remaining 2 first-place votes. St. John's was 5th, with Rick Pitino's Red Storm surpassing the program's previous best ranking in a preseason AP poll, number 7 in 1984-85. Duke was next at number 6, followed by Michigan, BYU, which landed the nation's number 1 recruit in A.J. Dibansa, Kentucky and Texas Tech to round out the top 10 quick transitions. It hasn't taken long for Pat Kelsey to get Louisville back among the national elite, with the Cardinals checking in at number 11 after a 27-win season to start his tenure. The Cardinals were 12-52 in the 2 seasons before his arrival. Louisville is one of 5 programs with a second-year coach in the preseason poll, joining Michigan, BYU, Kentucky, and number 14 Arkansas with John Calipari. Jayhawks lower. Kansas checked in at number 19, the lowest preseason rank for Bill Self's Jayhawks since starting at number 24 in the 2008-2009 season as the reigning national champion. Kansas had been ranked outside the top 10 only once since that year, number 13 in 2011-12. While starting at number 1 in 2019-20, as well as each of the last 2 seasons in that stretch, Pearl's debut. Auburn opens at number 20 as it enters its first season since the unexpected retirement of coach Bruce Pearl following last year's Final Four run. Pearl stepped aside after 11 seasons, triggering a transition to his 38-year-old son Stephen, who climbed his father's staff through the elder Pearl's Auburn tenure but has never been a head coach nor coached elsewhere in college. Conference Watch. The Southeastern Conference, Big Ten and Big 12 each had 6 ranked teams to make up 72% of the field. The Atlantic Coast Conference and Big East were next with 3 each, while the West Coast Conference had 1 with number 21 Gonzaga. The Big 12 was the only league of that group to have 3 top 10 teams. That's all for today's update on USA News Hub. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the latest sports news and highlights from around the world.